Take three. What's going on, guys? My name's Carnage. This is Terra Trove Season 5, and this is my Episode 1. There's a lot in store for this season as far as what I've got planned, and I'm excited to see what everybody else has planned for their own bases. I'm at spawn at the moment. I've died multiple times, which I'm not proud of, and I'd like to just stop doing entirely. So when this season first started, when season 4 ended, there was about a week there was about a week leading till today. And in that week, they gave us access to the new seed map. And one of the first things that me and the 5 other guys that I'm playing with this season did was actually try and find a... And now we've got a little bit over a half a stack of coal, so I guess we can keep going on with the journey. Gotta grab some food. Got 1. Oh, come back here. 2. I think I saw a 3rd one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So we managed to find our first open coal vein. That's what they're called. So we're going to go ahead and collect as much coal as possible because this is a great source of fuel. I mean, that is the, not best source of fuel, but I guess for early. Come here, cow. All right, and there we go. We've got ourselves a little bit of armor to hopefully survive a little bit longer than a day or two out in the wilderness. It's currently almost 4 o'clock Minecraft time, so I'm hoping here in the next few minutes we can leave here and continue on our journey. So we'll see what happens. Seems like we've got some sheep finally up here in the distance, and I need to eat something pretty quickly. We'll go ahead and just take these guys out. Yep, there's 1. If I get to them, there's 2. And I thought I saw a 3rd brown one over here, but maybe I was seeing things. Oh, nope. And there's 3. So we got ourselves a little boat, and we're just trekking across this ocean right here, headed to the base. And I'm not sure what this, got a little patch of sand here. I'm not sure where this is gonna dump me off at. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna see what happens. And the sun is setting. We've got just a little bit of food to help us go a little bit further. So we're gonna see how much ground we can cover. Oh, there's some more cows. There's pigs. Oh man, we're gonna see how much ground we can cover before we gotta just go into hiding. Because what I don't want, first off, I'd like this damn pig. What I don't want is to be stuck above ground again with a bunch of mobs and entities and other stuff on hard, because they will mess me up in a heartbeat. All right, guys, what happened? Well, what I didn't want to happen is exactly what happened. I died yet again with everything that I worked hard for. So we're just gonna try to get to base and, like I said, not make pit stops. I wish I would have taken my advice the first time, but I didn't. So we'll be back shortly. All right, guys, the venture is not going good at all. We're still, for the 100th time, still working our way to the base, and we are going the wrong way. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So we are going to keep heading this way and see what we can get out of it. Here's a sight to see. Let's see if we can get some more meat. Boom. Don't feel bad. Yeah. There we go. Where are you going? Nope. And we'll get some chicken. A little bit more over here. Nope, that's sheep. It's alright. I don't discriminate. We'll grab you too. Grab you. Don't worry. You're not safe either. No, maybe you are. Nope, where'd you go? Come here. There we go. And there's another chicken over here. There we go. Anyway, we're back to the village where I died, although I highly doubt any of my stuff survived that. So like I was trying to say before, we did find a really nice base location that me and the other guys were proud of. And we thought it would be a great place to set anchor, but the only problem with it is 10,000 blocks away. I mean, it's ridiculous. So anyway, I died again for the 5th time. So much for trying to not die a lot this season. I'm going to go ahead and just keep continuing to die. Now, let's start again. Trees. Try to get some try to get some wood so I can get everything that I just had back. Died again. Died again. I died yet again. You know what? I think I'm just gonna run. Because every time I every time I end up stopping, y'all wouldn't believe what happens. I die. So anyway, I just said I'm gonna stop running. No way. That would have been ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Die a 5th time or 6th time? I don't even know what I'm up to. Why are there so many creepers everywhere? Alright, guys. Now for the 10th time before we get into our menu, let's see about making just one thing that I can actually keep with me. Let's see. Make a few sticks. Make a sword. And we'll make a axe. And I guess a pickaxe, just because if I see some cobblestone, I'd like to go ahead and grab it. And I'm just going to go ahead and run as fast as I can to where I got to go. So like I was saying, our base location is somewhere around negative 5,000 and negative 8,000. I mean, we chose a base that is very far out. But we did that for a reason. We'd like to actually section off our base. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try to get this guy. We'd like to section out our base into different districts. If I get this pig. We'd like to section off our base into different districts that can allow us to have a couple different things going on. So I can't wait to see how that turns out in the long run. But right now, the only goal is to just freaking make it there. I keep struggling to do that. I just keep dying. So here's kind of what I've got going on at the moment. I'm just kind of terraforming this entire island. It's not going to be flat at the end of the day, but I think starting with a flat area would be better to work with than what I had before. So what I'm thinking of is somewhere in this area, I'd like to have maybe a centralized home, some kind of storage system, and then with each one of these islands that are coming off of this central piece of land, you know, I'd like to tear out those trees, get them off, get those down, all these flowers, and, you know, mow the lawn a little bit. Maybe try to make like some rolling hills. I think rolling hills would look really, really good. And then have each area, you know, I'd like to have this area be like a carrot farming area, do some, I don't know, potatoes or probably wheat. I think wheat's going to be one of the more useful things as far as like villager trading goes and for food and just stuff of that nature. So I'll probably do wheat on this side. And then back there, I'd like to do sugar cane. I'd like to do some, you know, pumpkins and melons and just kind of get a little bit of everything going on. Maybe even have one area for, what is it called? Nether wart, just for potions and stuff of that nature. And, you know, making nether wart blocks are good for decorating and just stuff of that nature. So I'm going to keep terraforming. I'll probably just start with this one area so I can at least start getting something farmed. Or maybe I'll do over here so I can do the carrots. I don't know. We're going to see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. We'll just see where it leads. And I think of what else would be good to go here. I'd like to have a pretty decent sized storage building. I think that's going to be the big thing, because once I start getting carrots going, there's going to be a lot of people that are be farming carrots as much as they can, because once we got to start getting like the gold farm set up, making golden carrots, dude, 10 shulkers of carrots is going to go by so fast, and that's not even a lot. We're going to try to have probably the lowest priced golden carrots of the season. I think that's going to be my main goal, because I'd like to set them up to be fully automatic, and I think the only input that I'll need is farming carrots, and that's if I don't end up going with some kind of villager farming setup. I don't know yet, so I guess we'll see what happens and where that goes. But for now, try to add rolling hills here, try to have some kind of central home here, carrots up that way, and miscellaneous stuff over that way. So we'll see what happens. So there's been quite a substantial amount of work I've done to this area at the moment, and here's kind of like the idea that I'm going for. I'd like this entire area to be encompassed by just, like I said, just different crops scattered around here. I was just working on trying to plan out how I wanted this top tier to be, and I'd like the storage building to be over in this area. One of the things I'd actually like to go work on real quick is try to upgrade my gear, because I've still got horrible gear. And I got word from one of the other guys that they were working on some mending books. One of them went and did a lot of mining. So I think what I'm going to do is try to go make some basic gear, and we'll see how that goes. So I think I found where they put the books that they got from the trader. So I guess we'll grab Fortune, and guess we'll grab a few mending books too. Well, I guess that was a lot easier said than done. Eli just set us up with some good armor at least, so that's nice of him. Guess let's go see what some of the other guys are starting to work on. I think they said that one of the big projects that they wanted to work on first was going to be the large storage building that we've been working on, but I guess I can take you guys over to the creative world and we'll see how it's looking. So this is our storage building that we were working on for probably about 2 months prior to the server actually starting up. I wanted this storage system to be the only storage system we would ever need. It can be used either as static storage, which means it doesn't need redstone, or it's got space in the back for everything to have its own item filters. I believe the numbers on this were somewhere around being able to hold 2.3 or 2.4 million items. This is multi-level. So we'll come up here to the second floor, which has just as much storage as the first floor. And then on the top here is where we've actually hidden a sugarcane farm. And then up in the dome, we still don't know exactly what we're going to be using it for, but I'm really proud of this design. I'm really proud of the way it all came together, with me and Eli and Charles working on this for, like I said, it was a few weeks we were working on it. But these will all be set up for automatic collection of sugarcane and just other stuff of that nature. So that's pretty cool. Just go ahead and show you guys the design a little bit. Pretty proud of it. And then what I was thinking of is, in each corner, setting up armor stands, just having a little sit-down area. Well, I'm going to need to put some more trap doors there. And this would just be, and then under here is light blocks, because you can cover them up and they still put out the light. Probably won't need as many when we actually build it, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And here we go, guys, the final product for our farmhouse. I think this podzol with the mossy cobblestone pathway turned out great. We've got all kinds of crops growing. Got some firefly bushes hanging around. I really do like the little firefly effect it gives for, some of these natural pathways. We've given ourselves a couple different ways to get out to the fields. I think this turned out great, having this tiered farmland. Then you've got the rest of this natural pathway which leads right up to our little farmhouse. I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. We've given our horse a proper, not a proper home, but it's better than being crammed inside our little storage room. I think a couple few things that I'd like to add, eventually is a little lighthouse over there so you're able to see the island from far away. Maybe add some kind of little animal pens over there, and we'll see what other kind of ways we can make this area feel a little bit more homey, and not just have 30 pigs crammed over there in a tight little space. One of the final things that I've added to this farmhouse, and this is just something to do in the meantime, while I'm traveling around and such. So I want to try to get every flower type. See if I can get every flower type back here. I think that'd be nice. Sorry, piggy. And I think that about wraps it up. I think this entire island just turned out really great and above, what I thought it was going to be like. So, till next time, guys.